Here we are, here we are. Here we are, baby, here we are. Here we are with episode 45. Episode 45. Episode 45 of Come Chill with Your Boy. Episode 45 of Come Chill with Your Boy. So, I gotta reiterate this every stream, guys. I gotta reiterate this every stream. I gotta reiterate this every stream. I gotta reiterate this every time I'm doing one of these, guys. If at any point y'all hear me stuttering or tripping over my words, I've got a speech impediment. If at any point in the stream y'all hear me stuttering or tripping over my words, I've got a speech impediment. That's why I stutter, that's why I trip over my words. Anyways, let's get into it. Let's get into it, baby. Let's get into it. So what are we gonna talk about, baby? What are we gonna talk about? Just got done with some stuff with Gunblade, with the Samurai and Gunslinger. But in actuality, I should stop working on that and start working on the White Knight. Oh well. Anyways, guys, let me get all the promotional stuff out of the way right quick. So, y'all get the boxing stream next month. I'll talk about all the greats. Mike Tyson, Muhammad Ali, Joe Frazier, Joe Louis, Sugar Ray Robinson, etc. I'll talk about all the greats next month. Anyways, so yeah. That's out of the way. Now what's left? I'm still working on the White Knight. On Ogre's 8, on the Dragon King, and the broader world of Avaloria. And I'm still working on the Samurai and Gunslinger. I'm still working on Gunblade. Like I said, I just got done working on that, actually. Though I should really stop. Working on Gunblade. I should really stop working on Gunblade and start working on the White Knight, even though I technically have the White Knight practically finished. At least all the writing of it done. I've got all the writing of the White Knight done. Now all I gotta do is lay it out page by page, panel by panel, and we'll be good to go. We will be good to go once I've got that done. Which that'll be no problem at all. And keep this in mind, guys. I'm a reader and writer. I love reading and I love writing. My first two stories will be out next year. I love anime, manga, and comic books. So I'm writing that art form. I still need an artist and an editor though, which won't be that hard to find, actually. It will not be that hard to find. But the White Knight is coming in May of next year. Ogre's 8 is coming in October of next year. So, here's how it is, guys. So, the White Knight is one chapter, 20 pages, 4 to 6 panels per page. It's the same thing with Ogre's 8. Ogre's 8 is one chapter, 20 pages, 4 to 6 panels per page. And that's how it'll be released, guys, next year. Both of those stories are coming. Also, guys, going back to the Dragon King for just a second, it is a trilogy of books I'm working on. I'm working on the Dragon King right now. In fact, I'm working on all the stories right now. Hey, but the main one I should be working on is the White Knight. I digress, though. So yeah. If you want to know more about the Dragon King and the broader world of Avaloria itself, because when it that's hilarious, my guy. That's hilarious. When is Dragon Slasher Destroy Master coming? I have no idea what you're talking about, bro. If you're talking about the Dragon King, if you're talking about the Dragon King trilogy, that is going to take time. And guys, keep in mind here, I've said this in multiple streams in the past. Hey, the Dragon King is 3 books. It is a trilogy of books I'm currently writing, and it is a part of my broader mythology, my broader mythos. Because if y'all actually pay attention, if y'all actually read the channel description, y'all will know what I'm about. I like anime, manga, comic books, history, mythology, philosophy, etc. So, back to the Dragon King though, back to that trilogy though. So the Dragon King trilogy is the introduction, is the gateway to my broader world and my broader mythology, that being Avaloria. Avaloria is my mythos, is my attempt to do what J.R.R. Tolkien did. Is my attempt at doing what Tolkien did with The Hobbit, The Lord of the Rings, and the Silmarillion. Now, the Silmarillion is a rather interesting book because it covers the First Age all the way to the start of The Hobbit, I think. I think, at least. I'm not for sure about that. I could be wrong. But yeah, the Dragon King is the gateway. It is the introduction to the broader world of Avaloria. Speaking of Avaloria, I have 7 songs up on the channel, guys. I have 7 songs of Avaloria up on the channel. Now, these songs basically are... they give a bit of the world away, actually. So, the 7 songs give a bit of the world away. Like in the 3rd song of Avaloria, I say, this is the song of Drela. Drela is, and in the description of that song, I say, this is Drela. This is the last dragon. This is the last dragon in all of Avaloria. So, if y'all want to know more about the Dragon King, if y'all want to know more about the Dragon King, if y'all want to know more about the world of Avaloria itself, you can go check out those 7 songs, but make sure you listen to them in chronological order, guys. Because each song, in the description of each song, it tells what the song is about. Like I said just a few moments ago with song 3, Drela, I put in the description of that song, this is the song of Drela, the last dragon in all of Avaloria. Now, what am I pulling from here, guys? What am I pulling from for the Dragon King and for the broader world of Avaloria in general? What's the inspiration behind it? The inspiration behind it is, well, it's the trilogy. It is the How to Train Your Dragon trilogy by DreamWorks. That's the first inspiration. The second source of inspiration is Norse mythology. The third source of inspiration is Scottish mythology. It's all very, very interesting, guys, and I have it all laid out. I have so many fairy tales, so many legends, and so many myths laid out and written out for you guys to enjoy. And the 7 songs I have out right now of Avaloria is very, very interesting and very, very just awesome in my opinion. But yeah, if I want to know more about the Dragon King, then just to go watch the previous streams or just stay tuned, because eventually I'll give the details of that story away in due time. Now, do note here, guys, the Dragon King trilogy is going to take me a bit to actually write and produce. So yeah, guys, the Dragon King trilogy is going to be fun. It's going to be a fun story. Aiden and Drayla, that story is going to be so much fun. Like, here, I'll give y'all this. So I have 7 songs of Avaloria up on the channel. Like I said, I have 7 songs of Avaloria up on the channel. In the 6th song of Avaloria, titled Eldoria, I say, this is the city of elves and dragons. This is the city of Eldoria. Now, Eldoria is a small city within the world of Avaloria. Eldoria is the city of elves and dragons, because in this world, in the world of Avaloria, elves and dragons have a relationship, almost like a master and pet relationship. Their relationship is almost symbiotic. In fact, it is almost like a symbiotic relationship, of which I find fascinating, guys. I find it so fascinating. Anyways, either way, I have legend after legend after legend after I have legend after legend written down. I have short story after short story after short story. This is a mythology, guys. This is a mythology. This is an entire world. This is like, what I'm trying to do here, guys, is do what Tolkien did with The Hobbit, hit the Lord of the Rings, and more precisely, the Silmarillion. Now, Tolkien created a world, a mythology, a mythos. Now, all of his works combined, guys, all of his works combined actually do have a title. And that title is Hit the Legendarium. Now, Hit the Legendarium is Tolkien's world, is J.R.R. Tolkien's world. And I want to do that with the world of Avaloria. I want to create my own myths, my own legends, my own fairy tales. And I'm doing that here with the broader world of Avaloria. And guys, I'm not sure when the Dragon King is coming. I'm not sure when that trilogy is gonna come. I'm not sure when y'all will get that trilogy. I just know I'm working on it and it's coming. I will tell y'all this though. Like I said a bit earlier, Hey the White Knight and Ogre's 8, both of those stories are coming next year. Both of those stories are 1 chapter, 20 pages, 4 to 6 panels per page. 1 chapter, 20 pages, 4 to 6 panels per page. That's The White Knight and Ogre's 8. Both of those stories will be 1 chapter, 20 pages, 4 to 6 panels per page. And that's how we do it, guys. And I got other stories lined up exactly like that. Like I said in a previous stream with Jesse and Jake. That story, Jesse and Jake's story, that'll also be 1 chapter, 20 pages, 4 to 6 panels per page. That's how I'm gonna do it, guys. That's how I'm gonna do it, at least at the start of it. At least in the beginning, I'll do one-shots like that. 1 chapter, 20 pages, 4 to 6 panels per page. That's how we'll do it. Now, Now with the Dragon King, it's going to be a bit different. Here with the Dragon King, it'll be a bit different. Because that'll be 3 books, guys. That'll be 3 books. Now, let me actually think here, because I'm pretty sure I had it all laid out as well. I'm pretty sure I had the format of the Dragon King also laid out very, very well. Let me just think here. So that's 3 books. 3 books. Let me just think here, guys. I'm sorry here for the silence. I'm just trying to think. Let me see here. Dragon King is 3 books. I'm trying to think here, guys. I'm trying to remember how I had it. I think I had Hey the Dragon King 3 books, 4 chapters, 10 pages per chapter, 4 to 6 panels per page. I'm pretty sure that's how I had it. I don't know though. I'll have to think about that. Because let me see here, guys. That's, wait, 3 books, 4 chapters, 10 pages per chapter. So that's 40 pages. That's 40 pages per book. So I don't know, guys. I'm terrible at math, so y'all have to calculate that for me. I honestly don't know. I'll have to figure out what I'm doing here with the Dragon King as far as formatting and how long it is. I know it's 3 books, but I'm not sure how many chapters and pages. I'm not sure how many chapters and how many pages per chapter. I do know 4 to 6 panels per page, though. I do know that. So that's something at least. Now, with Gunblade in particular, with the Samurai and Gunslinger in particular, the first book, you see, because right now I'm working on the White Knight. Right now I'm working on Kyle and Lila's story. I'm working on the White Knight. And as soon as I'm done with that, I'll go straight into Ogre's 8. And then as soon as I'm done with Ogre's 8, then I gotta go straight into the first book, the first volume of Gunblade. Of which Gunblade's gonna be a hell of a story. It is going to be a magnificent story. I cannot wait. Here we gotta read it. Gunblade, the Samurai and Gunslinger. Ooh! 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 That is gonna be a good story, man. That is gonna be a phenomenal story. The story of David Black and Maria Jadis. Gonna be beautiful, man. Cannot wait for y'all to read that. Fall of 2026, guys. Either September, October, or November of 2026, the first volume will come. Now, I can't get ahead of myself. Every time I do one of these, guys, every time I do one of these, guys, I can't help but talk about Gunblade. I can't help but talk about this Samurai and Gunslinger. Because, that is going to be a good story. I will never write a greater story than that, guys. Gunblade will be my magnum opus. It'll be my masterpiece. The Samurai and Gunslinger? Woo! That's gonna be a good story, baby. That's gonna be a phenomenal story. But let's not jump the shark. Let's not get ahead of ourselves, shall we? First, your boy must focus on the White Knight. First, your boy must focus on Ogre's 8. I gotta focus on those 2 stories, guys, because those 2 stories are coming next year. The White Knight will be released hopefully in May of next year, And Ogres 8, it'll be released in October of next year. At least that's what I'm planning on. That's what I'm planning on, guys. And I'm very, very interested. Excuse me, I gotta sneeze. Painful. I hate it. On my nose. I don't like it. Oh, God. Anyways, guys, yeah, man. The White Knight and Ogre's 8 and pretty much all the stories I'm working on currently is going to be good. It is going to be very, very good. I am super excited to bring these stories into you guys. Plus, I know a lot about the comic book and manga industry in general, so I can tell y'all a lot about it. Now, let's just get this out of the way, guys. Let's just get this out of the way. I am a writer of manga and comic books. However, I've got nothing published. However, is it technically manga? Is it technically manga? That's the question. Okay, basically here, I've shown you this multiple times, but I'll pull it out again because it's the only available volume I have here within reach right now. Let's take this, right? Berserk. Let's take Berserk. Now this is a traditional manga. This is probably the greatest manga ever written. It is violent, it is grotesque, it is gruesome. I dare not show y'all what is inside here. However, this is manga. This is made in Japan. However, if a product like this is made outside of Japan, is it manga? Is it manga? Because people, particularly comic book fans and manga fans, can't agree on that. And me being a huge fan of both, like, I love anime, I love manga, I love comic books. Like, are they the same thing? Technically, yes, but no. Let me explain. Manga is more stylized. It comes in cheaper paper. Plus, it is cheaper than your average. Plus, it is cheaper than your average comic book. Now, this manga right here is a special case. Berserk is a very, very special case, guys. It's a very special case because this was $15. This is $15. This one volume is $15. Now, that's not the usual case, though. That is not the usual case for your standard volume. For your standard manga volume, it'll be $10. But this was $15 because, come on, it's Berserk. This is the greatest manga ever written by Kentaro Miura. And it's fascinating, guys. However, your standard manga is $10. However, your average comic book is in color. They're floppies. Basically, here, let me just move all this stuff out of the way right quick. This is your standard floppy comic book, and this is like $15 to $20. And it's in full color. It's in full color, and the paper quality is good, and it's roughly 15-20 pages. Now with that in mind, guys, manga technically is just Japanese comic books. There are differences, guys. Like I said, traditional comic books are in color, plus the paper quality is a lot better. Plus, it's 10 it's 10 it's 20 to 25 pages, plus it costs way more. Your average comic book is $20 to $25, as opposed to your average manga being $10. Now, manga is black and white. It is made with cheaper paper, I think newspaper actually, and the art style is more stylized. It's more dramatic, I think. Now we're not going to get into which art form has the better art. Hey, we're not going to get into what's better, comic book art or manga art. I'm not going to get into that argument right now. However, I say all of this, guys. I say all of this to basically ask y'all this question. This is a manga. This is a manga. This was made in Japan. So, if I make a product exactly like this, except it reads from left to right instead of right to left, is it manga if it's not made in Japan? Well, to me, obviously yes, because there are a bunch of American manga that have made it big. Like, for example, not sure how many of y'all have ever heard of Tony Valente. Tony Valente is a French mangaka who has produced Radiant. Now, Radiant is a French manga, a manhwa, I think is what it's called. He made Radiant, and it is exactly like this as far as the product goes. It is exactly like this, of which is your standard manga, guys. And it reads from left to right instead of right to left. Is it still manga, though? Is it still manga? Well, I mean, according to Japan, yes, it is. Because according to Japan, yes, it is still manga. Hey, because Tony even got a Japanese studio to make his manga Radiant into an anime. So, according to Japan, Radiant is still a manga. I'm doing good, my brother. I'm doing good. I'm just talking about anime. Well, I'm just talking about the differences here between I don't keep saying anime. I mean, I'm talking about the differences here between manga and comic books. Either way, guys, this is a phenomenal story. Y'all need to read it, although it is rather violent, so I warn you. It even has this on it, guys. It even has this on it. A parental advisement. So, read at your own risk. I warn you. Anyways, guys, I'm gonna put this back and we'll get back to talking. Come on. Give me a second, guys. Just give me a sec. Just give me a sec, guys. Gotta move everything, you know? Gotta move everything. There we go. Sorry about that, guys. I'm so sorry. Okay, we got that. That's good. Okay. So, that should basically answer the question. That should answer the question, is what I'm producing manga? Yes. The entire spill I just did, with Tony Valente and Radiant, should answer that question. And if it doesn't, I'll tell y'all this. There's another company called Saturday AM. There's a company called Saturday AM over here in America that produces manga. I I, I've even told y'all I would get Apple Black at one point and review that for you guys. Now, Apple Black is a manga made over here in America. It is a manga made and written and illustrated by White Manga. Now, I told y'all I would get all 4 volumes of that at one point and review that for you guys, and I will. Eventually, guys. It's just gonna take time. Also, yes, I have seen Castlevania. I have seen Castlevania on Netflix. The story of Cypher and Trevor, very, very good. Very, very good. The Belmont family is phenomenal. And there's a lot of good inspiration in Castlevania. There's a lot of good inspiration here with Castlevania. And I've taken some inspiration here from that series. It is phenomenal. Either way, guys, I hope that answers your question. I hope that answers the question of, is what I'm producing manga? Yes, it is. Because it follows the Japanese method. It follows the manga method. You see, Japan laid it out for us. Japan laid out the way to do manga for us. All we have to do is follow it. All we have to do is follow it. Yes, yes. Season 2 of Castlevania Nocturne is going to be phenomenal. But yeah, guys, Japan laid out the method for us. All we have to do is follow it. And that's what I'm doing, guys. Here with all my projects. And that is what I will be doing here with all my projects. Yeah, but to answer or to talk to you, my dear viewer, Castlevania is great. But let's get back on topic with manga, comic books, and my projects and all that. Because I didn't mean to get off topic there. Yeah, but it's okay. That's alright. But yeah, guys. So yeah, I think that answers the question. Is it still manga if it's not made in Japan? In my opinion, yes. And it's very, very interesting, guys, and I am super excited to show y'all all the stories I'm working on. The White Knight, August 8, the Dragon King, the broader world of Evoluria itself. Because, like I said, the Dragon King is the introduction. The Dragon King is the introduction to the broader world, to the broader mythos of Evoluria, of which I'm super psyched about. But the one I'm the most excited about, guys, the one I'm most excited about is Gunblade, is the Samurai and Gunslinger, of which I've promised y'all 2 things, guys. I've promised y'all 2 things. I've promised y'all 1, the boxing stream, of which is coming next month. I'll talk about Mike Tyson, Joe Frazier, Joe Lewis, Miniman Pacquiao, etc. I'll talk about all the greats next month in the boxing stream, of which y'all will get that in mid-November. Also, promised y'all artwork. Promised y'all concept art. I've at least promised y'all concept art. I've at least promised y'all concept art of the Samurai and Gunslinger. Because once I have artwork of those 2 guys, once we actually have artwork of David Black and Mario Jadis, then, or better yet, once we have artwork of David Black and MJ, because Mario Jadis, MJ, I figured that could be cool. bottom line is, once I have artwork of those two characters, I will go into detail. I'll go into more detail about the first book. I'll tell y'all character profiles and all that. I'll tell y'all kind of like the backstory to both characters, and I'll tell y'all what the first book is about. Like, I'll go more into detail about that story once we actually have artwork, or at least concept art, of the characters, of which I'm working on, guys. I'm working on, just give me time. Just give me time. But yeah, guys, it is going to be so much fun. And I'm having a blast right now. I'm having a blast working on the White Knight, working on Kyle and Lila's story, of which that's just your stereotypical superhero story. So there's nothing to that. And it's the same thing with Ogre's 8, except Ogre's 8 is your stereotypical fairy tale. Think Sleeping Beauty, Beauty and the Beast, Rapunzel, Cinderella. Think that when you think of Ogre's 8. Now, like I said, guys, both of those stories, it will be one chapter, 20 pages, 4 to 6 panels per page. There you go, guys. That's how it's going to be laid out. Same here with Jesse and Jake. Although with Jesse and Jake, I really need to work on that story more, even though it'll be a one-shot, even though that story will also be one chapter, 20 pages, 4 to 6 panels per page. I need to work on that story a lot more, and I need to actually get that story done and do more research, because that story involves a corrupt government and a lot of gnarly and nasty stuff. So I gotta do my research and make sure I get everything right. It takes place in a Orwellian, or Jesse and Jake's story takes place in a Orwellian 1984 type world, of which I'm super excited to write. But I gotta pace myself, guys. I gotta pace myself. I cannot work on too many projects all at once. I'm working on 4 currently. I'm working on the White Knight, Ogre's 8, Hit the Dragon King, and the broader world of Avaloria itself. And I'm still working on Gunblade, the samurai and gunslinger, of which, I gotta stop, guys. I gotta stop. I gotta stop this madness. Because the samurai and gunslinger, ooh, man, that is gonna be a story if you got to enjoy. I really do think that story is gonna do well. I hope it does. I mean, I've been working on it for the better part of 5 years, so it better do well. I digress, though. I digress. Anyways, guys, so, I mean, I'm not sure what to talk about now, because I could keep going. I could keep droning on and on and on and on and on and on. I could go forever, baby, about my stories, about the White Knight, about Ogre's 8, about the Dragon King, and the world of Avaloria in general. I could go on and on about Gunblade, although no, not about Gunblade, because I don't want to spoil anything. I don't want to spoil anything just yet, because I don't want to give too much away. I don't want to give too much away now, because the samurai story is sad and tragic, and the gunslinger story is possibly even more so. Like, it's fascinating, guys. It's fascinating, all the twists and turns I have planned for this story. I will tell you this much, though. I will tell you this much. So, I will tell you this much. I'm not gonna reveal everything. I'm not going to reveal everything, but I will tell you this much. The samurai David actually has a younger sister by 3 years. I'll tell you. No, 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 no. No, no, no. I won't tell you that. I will not tell you their ages. No, no, no. Because y'all will get that at the end of the year, probably around Christmas and New Year's. Hey, when I actually do have artwork of the characters, and I can actually go into more detail about the story itself. And the reason I'm staying quiet on the Samurai and Gunslinger, it's not because I'm under contract. I've got no one interested in Gunblade right now. I'm not signed to a contract, although I wish I were, because this story is going to be so good, guys. Anyways, so hey, the reason I'm not going into too much detail about the Samurai and Gunslinger is to keep y'all in suspense, is to keep y'all guessing, is to keep y'all on your toes. But I will tell you this, the Samurai David Black, has a younger sister by 3 years, April. Now, April, she don't believe in, I will tell you a little bit about April. So, this is a supernatural world, guys. A samurai and gunslinger are fighting demons. However, April doesn't believe in any of this crap. She doesn't believe in God, in the devil, in angels, in heaven, in hell, in demons. Are you joking? You must be a madman. April doesn't believe in this stuff, so when they go out every night, because they go out, David and Marie, the samurai and gunslinger, they go out every night and stop the demons. They go out and stop the demons every night. And I have a reason as to why they I have a reason as to why the demons only come out at night. I will not tell y'all that because that is actually super important to the plot. So I'm not telling y'all that right now. So, April doesn't believe in God, in heaven, in hell, in Lucifer, in demons, and all this nonsense. Are you joking? Are you mad? In 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 under or yeah, under normal circumstances, April would be right. April would be right in any other world, but not this one. Not Gunblade, not the Samurai and Gunslinger, because the demons are real. The demons possess humans to do all the bad stuff. Demons possess humans in this world. So, April is the crazy one. Although, so why is she even here? Why is April even here? To prove her brother wrong. Because David and April in Gunblade, David and April have debated this time and time again. April is atheist, and David, well, I'll save that for a later date. But yeah, him and his sister have argued this time and time again. April, I've told you this time and time again. I am not using actual dialogue from the story here, guys. This is just off the top of my head. We've been around and around and around, April. Around and around we go. Brother, there is no God. There is no Satan. There's no heaven, no hell, no demon, no angels. You're sick, David, and you need help. I'm sick? I'm the one that needs help? fine. Believe whatever you want to believe. Stuff like that, guys. Stuff like that. Like, and I just came up here with that off the top of my head. Granted, it wasn't very good, and I'll grant you that. That was not a good scene I just tried to do. But I hope that kind of gives y'all an idea of the ideas clashing here. So why is April even here? Why does she stick around? Why does she investigate the supernatural? To prove it all wrong, to prove it all bullsh. She wants to cure her brother of his madness. She wants to cure David of his madness, of his quote unquote sickness of believing in God. And she hates David. Or no, she hates Marie. She hates the gunslinger. She hates Marie for 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 encouraging this delusion in David. That he's actually helping the world by killing demons every night. And I've got all this stuff planned out, guys. It is super, super cool. So, why does April even stick around then? Well, she investigates the supernatural to prove it all wrong and to cure her brother of his delusion. I have all this stuff planned out, guys. There's a method to the madness. I've got all this stuff planned out. It's very, very good. So I went into a bit of Gunblade there. I went into a little bit of Gunblade. I went into a little bit of the samurai and gunslinger. But that's all y'all get for now. And Marie and April are gonna clash a lot. They're gonna butt. Shit. Ooh, my heart just jumped up a bit. My heart spiked there for a moment because I thought the controller he was going to fall. But anyways, guys, back to it. Marie and April butt heads a lot. They will butt heads a lot because April doesn't believe in any of this crap. So that makes Himari very, very angry and very, very peed off. Because David and her are out there every night risking their lives. Risking their lives every night. Coming back bathed in they practically bathed and covered with blood and ash every night. And they come back, and April's like, what are you doing? Stop this. Stop slaughtering innocent people. Of which, oh, dude, Marie is going to lose it. She's going to, I wouldn't say kill April, but yeah, man, like a lot of this stuff, guys, I've got planned, like, y'all wouldn't believe it. Y'all wouldn't believe the stuff I have planned for the Samurai and Gunslinger. Now, I gave y'all a little bit with April's personality and a little slither of what she will be like. However, it'll get much, much darker, guys. I've said this here before, and I'll say it again. Gunblade, the Samurai and Gunslinger, Gunblade. That'll probably be the darkest story I ever write. I will write nothing darker, nothing more violent, nothing more disturbing, let's say, than the Samurai and Gunslinger. It'll be a mature story, guys. it'll be a mature story, guys. But there's a method to the madness. There is a method to the madness. I feel this is a very important story for me to write. I feel I feel I need to write this story here before my time on Earth ends. Granted, I'm still young. I still got a long ways left to go. Hopefully I make it to 100. But that's probably wishful thinking on my part. But either way, I feel if I didn't write at least this story, I feel if I didn't write Gunblade, if I didn't write The Samurai and Gunslinger, I'd be doing a disservice to myself, I'd be doing a disservice to the world, to y'all, and to myself. I feel this story needs to be told. So, yeah, I'm gonna write it. I'm gonna tell it. I wish I could go into more detail, but not until we have artwork, guys. I don't want to go into more detail until we have artwork. Because I've got a lot of twists and turns planned here, guys. I've got a lot of twists and turns, you know. A lot of twists and turns. So, yeah, guys. Let me see here. We 51 minutes into this. Jesus Christ, time flies. Time flies, guys. Time flies. So, yeah, guys, I think I've said pretty much all I want to say on my projects and all that. And y'all know the drill, man. Y'all know the drill. Y'all know the drill. So y'all get the boxing stream next month. That'll be fun. And eventually, guys, y'all will get a stream about me ranting and raving about Twilight, about Edward, Bella, and Jacob, and that entire book. I mean, the Twilight series by Stephanie Meyer. Because, guys, I am a reader, I am a writer. I'm a reader and writer, guys. I enjoy reading a lot. I hate Twilight. I hate it with a fiery passion. Because Stephanie Meyer is not a good writer. Stephanie Meyer is a hack when it comes to writing. She cannot write. The best I can say about Stephanie Meyer is spelling and punctuation is good. But as far as the actual story goes, the characters are bland. I hate Edward and Bella. They are... I can't say that, man. YouTube would have my head. But they're boring, man. They're boring characters. I read 100. I gave Twilight an honest chance, guys. I gave Twilight a honest chance, guys. I gave Twilight a honest chance. I didn't hate it here when it first came out. I gave it a honest chance. I read 100 pages. I read 100 pages of Twilight. I gave it an honest chance. And as soon as I read these words, and there they were, these treacherous, and there they were, rolling down my cheeks, these treacherous tears of treason betraying me. As soon as I read those words, guys, as soon as I read those words, I was done. I was like, nope, F this, I'm never reading this stupid book again. Twilight is the only book I've read and I haven't finished. And that'll probably be the way it is for all of time, guys, because I hate Twilight. I hate it. I hate, double hate, loathe entirely Twilight. And yes, I just quoted Jim Carrey's Grinch. What are y'all gonna do about it? Oh well. That's how much I hate Twilight. Like, I hate Twilight, dude. It sucks. But yeah, guys. Y'all will get the boxing stream next month. Y'all will get artwork of the samurai and gunslinger by the end of the year. Probably by New Year's or Christmas. Or actually, that's the other way around. Either by Christmas or New Year's, I will have artwork of the samurai and gunslinger. And I'll go more deep into that story, of which I'm really, really looking forward to, guys. Because this story is going to be good. But as is the White Knight, as is Ogre's 8. Now, Kyle and Lila's story, aka the White Knight, that's going to be a simple and good story. As is Damien and Gracie, though. As is Damien and Gracie. Now, Damien or Ogre's 8. Now, Damien and Gracie, aka Ogre's 8, that'll be a good story as well. That'll be a great story. Like, that'll come out October of next year. The White Knight, he will come out in May of next year. So that's going to be fun. That is going to be very, very fun, guys. And I cannot wait if we got to read all these stories, guys. My brother, my eldest brother, who ignited this passion in 2017, he ignited this passion, this love for storytelling, this love for reading and writing. And to think it all started with a gangster that likes to read. It all started with Thug Notes. It all started with Sparky Sweets, PhD. Now, if y'all don't know what Thug Notes is, go look it up. Look up Thug Notes on YouTube and have a blast. Have a blast with Sparky. He breaks down classic literature like The Hunger Games, 1984, To Kill a Mockingbird, To Go Set a Watchman, The Hobbit, The Lord of the Rings, Narnia, Game of Thrones, Gone Girl, Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, Macbeth, Othello, Hamlet, The Inferno, etc. He breaks down a lot of good books and a lot of good material. And that is where my love of reading came from. And that's where my love of writing came from. Like, I love Thug Notes. I love it so, so much. Thug Notes is phenomenal. I truly, truly love Thug Notes. I will forever be grateful for Thug Notes. Or I'll forever be grateful to Thug Notes for helping me discover my love of reading, because I hated school. I bloody hated school. I despised it. I despised being in school. It was so boring. Sitting in class, sitting in school for 8 hours a day, I found it so boring. I found elementary school intolerable. It sucked. It sucked, guys. I hated school up until 8th grade, of which was my last year of public school here before I was homeschooled. Now, let me just mention this right quick. 7th grade, it was also fun because of social studies. We got to learn about the Greek gods and Greek mythology and all that. That was super interesting. But other than 7th and 8th grade, I hated school. Yeah, I hated school. Anyways, guys, we are approaching that hour mark. We are approaching the hour mark, guys. I'm not gonna end it because I still could do this for a lot more, for a lot longer. Although do I want to though? Hey, the better question is, can my phone actually take it? I think it's about to die actually. Lol. LOL. Anyways, guys, we have hit that hour mark. So yeah, I think I'm gonna just leave it here. I think I'm just gonna end it here for now. Anyways, guys, y'all know what to do. Y'all know what to do. Anyways, guys, I think I'm done. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Okay, or y'all know what to do. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Turn on post notification. Turn on post notifications. Turn on all post notifications. Hits that we never miss a video, and you'll be notified whenever I upload. Guys, make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Turn on post notifications. Turn on all post notifications. So you'll be notified whenever I do upload or stream. Y'all get these every night. Y'all get it come true with your boy every night from 10 p.m. to 11 p.m. Anyways, guys, make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Turn on post notifications. Turn on all post notifications. So that way you will never miss a video or a stream or whatever I'm doing. Anyways, guys, hey, with that, I am outie. I love you guys and thank you guys.